In a neighboring kingdom, a young prince hears tales of the beautiful Snow White, who lies asleep in a glass coffin guarded by 7 dwarfs. Intrigued by the story and moved by the dwarfs' devotion, the prince sets out on a quest to find her. He travels through dense forests, across rivers, and over mountains, facing various challenges along the way. The prince's journey is not easy, but he is determined to find Snow White and offer her the respect she deserves. Along the way, he learns more about her kindness and the love she inspired in those who knew her, deepening his resolve to reach her side. After a long and arduous journey, the prince finally arrives at the forest where Snow White lies. As he approaches the glass coffin, he is struck by her beauty and the peaceful expression on her face. The dwarfs, seeing the prince's genuine sorrow and admiration, allow him to approach the coffin. The prince gazes at Snow White, feeling a deep connection to her even though they have never met. He kneels beside the coffin and gently lifts the glass lid. Overcome with emotion, the prince leans down and kisses Snow White on the forehead. But as his lips touch her skin, something miraculous happens. As the prince's kiss touches her forehead, Snow White's eyes flutter open. The dwarfs gasp in amazement as they see Snow White slowly awaken from her enchanted sleep. Snow White, confused at first, looks around and sees the familiar faces of her dear friends, the dwarfs, and the kind eyes of the prince who brought her back to life. Overjoyed, the dwarfs embrace her, tears of happiness streaming down their faces. Snow White is deeply moved by the prince's bravery and kindness, and she thanks him for saving her life. The forest fills with joy and celebration as Snow White's life is restored, and the spell is broken. News of Snow White's awakening spreads quickly, reaching even the queen's ears. Furious and terrified that her plan has failed once again, the queen rushes to consult her magic mirror. But the mirror reveals her fate. Her wickedness has consumed her beauty, and she is no longer the fairest of them all. Overcome with rage and despair, the queen is never seen again, vanishing from the kingdom without a trace. Meanwhile, Snow White and the prince return to his kingdom, where they are welcomed with open arms. They marry in a grand celebration, and Snow White becomes a beloved queen, ruling with kindness and grace. The dwarfs remain her dear friends, and the kingdom prospers under their love and wisdom. And so, they all live happily ever after.